I can't talk about that, but there's other software as well that I'm a co-owner in. And
I just invested 18,000 into Iman Gadzhi's new program, and in this video I'm going to explain to you why I did it, what is it that I invested in, and some of the biggest takeaways that I got from our one-on-one call, because we just had a one-on-one coaching call, me and Iman. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You'll see couple of things that he's doing differently where he's like, I would actually recommend this for you, why don't you do this instead? And so I would say, even though it was 18,000, the first one-on-one call alone gave me so much clarity that it was already worth it. And so whenever you invest in something, it's like, what's the return on this? And that's actually what you're paying for. You tell me what I need. I don't know how much I can say publicly, but this is a new program, so you may not be able to join it. I'm sure in the future there's going to be other versions of this, and if there is, I'll put a link below this video so you can check it out. But first of all, why did I invest in Iman's program out of all the other experts out there? It's kind of like if you go into a gym, right? Let's say you want to work out, you want to add some muscle, and you want to get shredded, lean out. And you go into the gym, you're like, who do I want to learn from? And by the way, the fastest way, obviously, to get to an outcome is just to look at, okay, who's kind of living the life that I want to live, but also more important, who's got the results to back up for themselves and other people, so that this is something that's replicatable. I can go in and I can clone, and I can not just learn from them, but also clone their system to getting it, the process. Like, they've built something that's like easy for me to follow. And so biggest reason why I joined was it's a licensing program, not just like a course and tutorials, which is very like similar to what I do with Funnels University.
It's a conscious decision I made. But all that to say that, with 8FL, like, you guys are actually, once the program comes out from 1st of September, like, you're actually licensing our systems that we're using to this day.
Yeah.
Like, everything from short form, YouTube, thumbnails, all the way to recurring revenue. We launched Digital Launchpad, and within 50 days it was already 1,000 MRR.
That's crazy. And by the way, if you're new here, my name is Gusten. I am the founder of Funnels University, infoproducts.com, funnels.so, which is a software. And I build a lot of sales funnels and info products for creators. So we partner with personal brands. I've built funnels for Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels, Dan Kennedy, Robert Kiyosaki, I think I mentioned that, Jordan Welch, a lot of big people. And the reason I say that is just for you to know who I am and what I do. And so I look at Iman, I'm like, 5 million YouTube subscribers. I want to know your system to creating YouTube videos. Okay, he's doing these like quarterly events where he's launching stuff. So like the VSLs, the copy. Okay, great. And a lot of this is public. So if you're, just getting started, you don't have a budget, you can actually study almost everything from other people. Like, you can study other successful people because there's clues. So success leaves clues, and there's frameworks around a sales page. Okay, why is he saying this? What about this? What are the elements of psychological triggers to make me be interested in this? He's got 2 million views on this video. Why? What's the first minute? What about the first 10 seconds? What's the style? What's the content? What about his Instagram? And so the first lesson was that he's building and optimizing for a brand to sell his physical products. He's Gadzhi glasses, his big day drinks, and a lot of this stuff where I am mostly interested in selling resources like tools, templates, and software. Now, we do have education, but I post most of my free stuff on YouTube. Like, I have a 10-hour free course, I have a 5-hour free course, I have a 3-hour free course, and I'm pumping out these more often. In fact, one of the things that Iman said was, I actually think that you should have, every month you have a free course. Like, I've given out a 10-hour free course, and that one has 150,000 views already. So I'm like, why don't I just do more of that? Like, spend a week on a course and just give it out for free.
Yes and no, it depends. Is affiliate earnings where the money's made?
No, the certification. So it could be like, learn all the stuff you want, but if you want to be certified, and I can even have
that should be the play. But once again, it just comes down to, a lot of this stuff is just position, So, and it takes it from like, okay, now it's just a course, like, oh, I'm certified. Yeah. And just be like, listen, I can sit here and I could charge you $5,000 for the certification. Yeah. Because one client, and you make it back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. He said, I couldn't do that. I couldn't sit down for hours and just put out a free course, but I think you should do it. And that's kind of what my brand is. So I said, okay, Iman, you travel a lot. Like, you live in luxury, you travel a lot, you're 5 years younger than me. That's your lifestyle, okay? You don't have kids right now. That's your lifestyle. Me and my personal brand has to be to me, because I want it to be what I'm living. Just like for him, it's like that's his life. He's documenting it and building in public. That's what I want to do. Like, but like very different content styles from Iman and me, right? So he's like, I think it's great what you're doing. You're living a simple life. You make a lot of money, but you're a family man. You're a traditional family man. Happy marriage. You got 2 kids, a dog, and a great house, nice car. But you live out in the open fields in Finland, a small town, a small village in a small country. So this garage, for example, instead of putting a car here, I spent 50,000 to create the interiors and everything for a home office studio. And it's like, that's great, that's perfect, that's you. And so then we go over the content strategy. Is like, that's what it should be. You know how your content is very like high end, it's because your life is that way. And you don't have kids, and it's like, it's very different. And I'm, as a self-aware person, I'm like, what's something that I don't have to create a content strategy? I just live and create the perception of what it's like to make a lot of money and live as a traditional family man, right? So I have 2 daughters, and I don't go anywhere. We travel as a family to the nicest places, but there's no partying or anything like that. It's just, I think there's something missing in the marketplace where it's like, oh, that's also one way to do it. You know, it's like, why not just lean into that? Because that's how I live.
Yeah, listen, I just think you should lean into your lifestyle no matter what. And I think, you know, I've had people, for example, tell me like, oh yeah, but you do things for videos or content or this or that. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
For example, I made tens of millions of dollars before I bought my first car.
Yeah.
Because I just never felt like I needed, like I lived in London, I never felt like I needed a car. And even now I could buy a hypercar, Bugatti, this, that. I just genuinely, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just...
And that comes true because videos, what are videos? They're energy, right? So you sell by just being yourself, and that energy is being felt. I brought this up. I'm like, you know, I've been struggling with my Funnels University program with the identity, because you're always selling an identity. For him, it's been agency navigator, agency accelerator. It's like the agency owner, you know? So like, if you want to get started, build a business, you should have an agency. And he's like, that's not really a sexy thing. It's like, so we've seen other people take that and spin it towards, you should be a growth operator, an info product growth agency, a growth partner, an AI freelancer. But like a lot of these things, like a freelancer kind of sound old. It's like freelancing, yay. And he said the same thing with like funnel designer or being a funnel builder. It's like, yeah, you can make 5, 6, 7,000, but then you're kind of like a funnel builder, you know, like an employee. And so it's not sexy. And I'm like, okay, I've been thinking about, because like I told him what we actually do for clients isn't just the funnel. Like I go in and I help people with the info product, the offer, the copy, the launch strategy, the campaigns that make them money organically through emails, and building a community and like certifications and upsells to masterminds. I build out the ecosystems. And he said, well, that's what you should do. It's info products, not just funnels.
Info partner, right? Exactly. I'm going to be an info partner. Okay, so I'm going to be the partner. I'm going to be the person behind the scenes who's getting a cut of all of these people who are coming in making money with info. So whether that be helping them with their school group and offer creation, blah, blah, or helping them with their blah, blah, like that makes it a little bit more sexy.
And it's so funny you say that because that's what we do.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
for some,
you've just shot yourself in the foot.
Exactly.
As a funnel builder as well. Like when I think, the first thing I think when I think funnel builder, I go, okay, I can make like 5-6 grand a month. And tops. Like that's my ceiling.
So it's not a funnel builder, it's like an info partner. And I said, yeah, actually I brought some suggestions, like what about info partner, info integrator, and like all these things. And he's like, take some time to think about like what the identity is, which I think is good advice. Anytime you make a big decision, like don't rush it, because the positioning is everything. Like how you sell something is very important, not just to convert someone into buying your stuff, your certification, but actually as they go and implement it for clients. And so we do have a funnel builder certification program inside of Funnels University, but it's funnel strategy, copywriting, funnel design, and it's the tech integrations, the automations. It's all the things that go into creating a good project and launch and sales machine for clients. Even offer creation, it's like certification for offer creation. And we're adding info products now as well, and it's great because it's not a course, it's not trainings. It's like, take my system for doing something. It's kind of like what he's doing with his YouTube and personal brand and social media that I'm doing in the funnel and info product space. So I spent way too much money on infoproducts.com, but I'm very passionate about it because it's my legacy brand. And I told Iman, like, this is my legacy brand. I will work on infoproducts.com for forever because I love education. I love personal development. I love this space of creators and one-man businesses and people starting from home, even if you're a nobody out in nowhere, like I was. In Finland, a small village, now I've worked with Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, and these people are like reaching out to me and asking for my funnel building services. Like Alex Hermosi reached out to me once. So I feel very blessed and I feel very passionate about this space. The thing that I took away was you have so much gold. Now, how do you package it so that it makes sense? It's not about manipulation or making it feel sexier than it is, but how do you communicate it so that it makes sense to people? People who are not living in this world and in this industry of funnels, like how do you explain it to them in a way where they're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like I can build funnels for them, I can partner with them and get paid upfront, recurring revenue, and a revenue split deal. I get deals all the time of doing revenue splits and like even being partner in their businesses, and like, okay, what are the elements of doing that? So what I would give to you is, you know, building a personal brand. If you look at Iman, 5 million subscribers, he can launch any business he wants, right? I got like 30,000 subscribers and I make pretty good money doing that. I had my first 100K month cash collected when I had 10,000 subscribers. So he's like, you should focus on the niche and the niches that you're in. ClickFunnels, high level, you know, funnels, info products, creator, like that type of stuff, and how to monetize, which is what I do.
I think this was very helpful, especially the info play, because like, is that the right direction? My gut feeling said so, but I wasn't sure, so I appreciate it.
You just don't fucking be the funnel guy.
Yeah.
No.
All right, man.
Okay. Cool.
Sweet. Appreciate it. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.